So as we've been gathering the last few weeks, I've been thinking about this poem that's also a song. It's by a man named Michael P. Smith, about whom I know nothing other than a later album he wrote of songs about growing up as a little Catholic boy. As far as I know, when he wrote it, he'd never been to Holland, but he sure did imagine what it was like to be there. I learned it from Steve Goodman, who's one of the ways we know about John Prine, the late great John Prine. Steve Goodman, who left us way too soon with cancer, with leukemia. He and John Prine used to travel to go tour and sing their songs and leave their magic for people. And they'd get to the airport and there'd be a sign there that said terminal. Steve would say, "Why does it have to say terminal?" So this is a song for everybody who remembers and forgets, especially for the people in our lives who take us home again, even when we've forgotten where home is or how to get there. It's called The Dutchman. Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's the secret that only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the summer, she brings him breakfast, she believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where their walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Used to be a young man. Now Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes. His coat and his cap are patched with the love that Margaret sewed there. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches the tugboats down canals and calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes and takes him home again, through unforgiving streets that trip him, even though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks he's alone, he calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Now Margaret remembers that for me. Winter's whirl, the windmills round. She winds his muffler tighter as they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, calls her name out. She makes the bed up singing some old love song. A song song Margaret learned when it was very new. He hums a line or two, they sit, sing together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man. Now Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Used to be a young man. Now Margaret remembers that for me. Blessings.